hospitalizations, and deaths.
The COVID vaccines, which the CDC has authorized to use, including Moderna, Pfizer, and the Johnson & Johnson vaccines, are effective. They have been through all the regulatory processes for vaccine development and approval, and they are proved to be safe and effective.
Due to a majority of the population being vaccinated, breakthrough cases are less than 0.4% in Maryland. Good work, everyone.
Supported by Federal COVID-19 Community Engagement Grant, American Healthcare Center collaborates with Howard County Health Department to give COVID-19 vaccine in its Ellicott City clinic.
Visit the Howard County Health Department website where the AAHC vaccine clinic schedule is listed. The AAHC website will also have useful information.
AAHC has more than dozens of licensed physicians and nurses. They work in our clinic to give vaccines. They speak fluently both Chinese and English.
We do have Spanish translator if needed.
We offer the Pfizer vaccine for ages 12 and up.
Moderna for 18 and up.
We open every Saturday 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. to give COVID-19 vaccinations.
Come to AAHC clinic to get fully vaccinated. Earlier people will receive a promotional gift, a practical lightweight solar power bank.
Please call us at 410-884-0888 to schedule your appointment. You also can email us at aahcscheduling@gmail.com.
COVID-19 has made a permanent impact on some people's lives in this world. And if we want to stop COVID, we need to at least make sure that we all have good sickness hygiene.
Yummy food. Wait, Amanda. Huh? You gotta use hand sanitizer. Here you go. Oh, okay. Time to wipe my hands. Gotta make sure I'm all sanitized. We're good. Yummy go-go squeeze. Have a nice picnic.
We need to be aware of our personal hygiene. For example, the hands hygiene. Here is when you need to wash your hands.
In order to keep a strong and healthy immune system, you need to eat certain foods to strengthen your immune system, starting with citrus fruit. Almost all citrus fruit are high in vitamin C, which is such a variety to choose from. It's easy to add this vitamin to all meals. Bell peppers are higher in vitamin C than citrus fruit are. Broccoli is supercharged with vitamins and minerals, packed with vitamins A, C, and E, as well as fiber and many other antibiotics. Broccoli is one of the healthiest vegetables you can put on your plate.
Another tip is exercising, which can also boost your immune system.
Another very good daily habit to practice every day is to have a good sleeping time and a good sleeping schedule.
When we go outside in the public, it's important we do what we can to reduce our risk of getting COVID-19. There's a couple of things you should always keep in mind when going outside. First is to wear a mask. A mask decreases the spread of COVID, and even if you are fully vaccinated, it is still best to wear a mask because you can still spread the virus, as the CDC states.
So another good daily habit to practice every day is to keep social distance when you're going outside.
水调歌头，明月几时有？苏轼。明月几时有？把酒问青天。不知天上宫阙，今夕是何年？我欲乘风归去，又恐琼楼玉宇，高处不胜寒。起舞弄清影，何似在人间？转朱阁，低绮户，照无眠。不应有恨，何事长向别时圆？人有悲欢离合，月有阴晴圆缺，此事古难全。但愿人长久，千里共婵娟。但愿人长久，千 千里共婵娟。
Good evening. I would like to congratulate the Howard County Chinese Cultural Center for hosting the online Mid-Autumn Festival celebration. In Howard County, we not only celebrate our rich tapestry of many cultures, religions, ethnicities, and points of view, but we also aspire to make every person feel welcome and valued. The Mid-Autumn Festival is an important time for us to come together and acknowledge our shared values. It's a time for us to celebrate family, culture, and the important traditions that define our diversity yet unite us as a community that respects our differences. These gatherings provide us with a chance to connect and rejoice with one another. May the shining lanterns be a beacon of light toward prosperity and good fortune. May the Moon Festival bring you a peaceful and successful future. Happy Mid-Autumn Festival.
One way the Chinese people celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival is through music. In Chinese traditional culture, music is an expression between the perfect harmony of the heaven, the earth, and human beings. Many ancient Chinese scholars composed poetry and music to praise the moon's celestial powers and beauty.
Spring River and the Flower Moon Night is one of the most famous Chinese classical music for pipa, elegant and graceful, illustrating a picture of a beautiful landscape. On a quiet spring night, the moon rises above the mountain to the east. Small boats ripple on the river, and flower shadows gently sway on the west bank. The charming scenery of nature is revealed little by little before our eyes.
The following piece is played by a beloved and renowned player from Pittsburgh, Miss Jin Yang. She is followed by the Capital Drum Ensemble, playing a more modern piece, 荷塘月色, Moonlight over the Lotus Pond. Please enjoy. Hello everyone, I'm Ryan, and this is Allison.
Welcome to the Mid-Autumn Festival Gala.
Tonight, we're celebrating one of the most important holidays in all of China and many other East and Southeast Asian countries, the Mid-Autumn Festival.
The festival always lands on August 15th on the lunar calendar and varies year to year on the Western calendar.
On this day, it is tradition to return home, share a meal with your family, and watch the moon while eating mooncakes, similar to Thanksgiving in the US.
In Chinese mythology, the moon isn't a barren place as we know today, but a beautiful place with a massive palace for the moon goddess, Chang'e, 2 rabbits, and a lumberjack chopping down a cherry tree. Wait, Ryan.
Yeah?
How did Chang'e even get to the moon?
Well, long ago, in ancient China, there were 10 suns. Every day, people suffered from the heat, until one day, a hero named Hou Yi used his bow to shoot down 9 of the suns. For his great service to the world, the gods of China bestowed to him an immortal elixir.
Hold up, now I remember. As Hou Yi does not want to leave his wife Chang'e, he did not drink it. One night, when Hou Yi was not home, a robber tried to steal the elixir. In order to prevent the robber from having the elixir, Chang'e decided to drink it herself. After drinking the elixir, she began to fly away, becoming the moon goddess. This represents the first of the 3 most well-known legends about the Mid-Autumn Festival, Chang'e Bengyue. And throughout today's program, you'll hear more stories and legends surrounding this festival retold by my fellow peers.
Hey Frank, can you believe that the Mid-Autumn Festival originated in the Tang Dynasty and already has over 1,000 years of history?
That's a very long history.
I remember during this time we would always recite ancient Chinese poetry in Chinese classes. We would recite poems like 静夜思. It's really simple but very beautiful.
Yes, I know that poem by Li Bai. 床前明月光，疑是地上霜。举头望明月，低头思故乡。
Wow, that's so beautiful. Ancient Chinese literature also played a party game where you had to make poetry on the spot with specific topics like moon, circle, flower, or happiness during the Mid-Autumn Festival. There was also a drinker's game that was played where you had to recite ancient Chinese poetry based on a specific topic. This game was called Fei Hua Ling.
Yes, that's a great example. Now, let's watch as the students in the Howard County Chinese School play the game Fei Hua Ling.
请放好，上次孔蒙与一起。
一年好景君须记，最是诚惶橘略时。
白日放歌须纵酒，青春作伴好还乡。
正是江南好风景，落花时节又逢君。
野旷天低树，江清月近人。
海上生明月，天涯共此时。
今夜月明人尽望，不知秋思落谁家。
今人不见古时月，今月曾经照古人。
缘何拂晓夜，细麦落青花。
大漠孤烟直，长河落日圆。
万里无云竞九州，最团圆夜是中秋。
人有悲欢离合，月有阴晴圆缺，此事古难全。
但言人长久，千里共婵娟。
但愿人长久，千里共婵娟。
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 we want to get a COVID-19 vaccine.
Give yourself another layer of protection against the COVID-19 virus.
Protect your family, friends, and everyone around you.
Vaccination is critical to slowing the spread of the virus and saving lives.
Vaccinated individuals have much less risks for severe infections, hospitalizations, and deaths.
The COVID vaccines, which the CDC has authorized to use, including Moderna, Pfizer, and the Johnson & Johnson vaccines, are effective. They have been through all the regulatory processes for vaccine development and approval, and they are proved to be safe and effective.
Due to a majority of the population being vaccinated, breakthrough cases are less than 0.4% in Maryland. Good work, everyone.
Supported by Federal COVID-19 Community Engagement Grant, American Healthcare Center collaborates with Howard County Health Department to give COVID-19 vaccine in its Ellicott City clinic.
Visit the Howard County Health Department website where the AHC vaccine clinic schedule is listed. The AHC website will also have useful information.
AHC has more than dozens of licensed physicians and nurses. They work in our clinic to give vaccines. They speak fluently both Chinese and English.
We do have Spanish translator if needed.
We offer the Pfizer vaccine for ages 12 and up.
Moderna for 18 and up.
We open every Saturday 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. to give COVID-19 vaccinations.
Come to AAHC clinic to get fully vaccinated. Earlier people will receive a promotional gift, a practical lightweight solar power bank.
Please call us at 410-884-0888 to schedule your appointment. You also can email us at aahcscheduling@gmail.com.
Hi, Ella.
Hey, Erica. Did you see the moon last night?
Yes, I did. It was so pretty.
I agree, but why were there so many dark spots and shadows on the moon?
Well, in science we learned that these are craters. But in ancient China, these dark spots are explained by the folklores about Wugong the woodcutter, or Wugong Fa Gui in Chinese.
I think I have heard about Wugong. Isn't he that really lazy guy?
Yes, he wanted to become an immortal, but he didn't want to do any of the work and gave up halfway. As a result, the emperor didn't like his lazy attitude and sent him to cut down a cherry bay.
He said that once Wugong cut down the cherry bay, he would become immortal.
An entire cherry bay, but it was self-healing, so Wugong was never able to become immortal.
Wow, even for a normal person, an entire cherry bay seems a bit too much. Does that mean the shadows on the moon were created by the shadows of a growing cherry bay?
Yes, but I think there's also another version along with that one. Do you know it?
Yes, I think I do. In this one, Wugong's wife had an affair with Yandi's grandson, and they had 3 kids. In revenge, Wugong murdered Yandi's grandson. Consequently, Yandi banished Wugong to the moon, where he was made to chop down a cherry tree.
Let me guess, was this cherry tree also self-healing?
Yes, you're correct. As a result, Wugong was forced to spend eternity trying to complete an impossible task.
And the shadows on the moon were created by the falling cherry leaves.
Wow, I learned something today.
There are a lot of different ways to celebrate this great holiday, such as gathering with friends and family, worshipping the moon, and admiring a beautiful lantern. Since it falls on the harvest time in the middle of autumn, food is also an important aspect of this festival. Mooncake, symbol of family reunion. As with every Chinese holiday, the Mid-Autumn Festival has its own special food, the mooncake. It is a kind of pastry with various fillings and different artistic patterns on the surface depicting the legends of the festival. Generally, it is round, as it is the shape of a full moon. And also, the Mid-Autumn Festival is a time for family reunion, and round has a similar pronunciation with reunion in Chinese. The classic mooncake holds a single egg yolk as it symbolizes the moon. When the mooncake is cut in half, the visual effect of a golden yellow yolk against a dark paste filling is quite dramatic, just like a full moon in the night sky. Most mooncakes are the same design with a thin, chewy and flaky crust surrounding a filling. The fillings themselves can range from a basic lotus or red bean paste to multi-ingredient centers crammed with melon seeds, candied fruits, salted duck egg yolks, and ham. Many Asian countries have their own style of mooncakes, and several regions in China specialize in their unique versions. Sharing and eating of mooncakes among family members during the week of the festival signifies the completeness and unity of families. In some areas of China, there's a tradition of making mooncakes during the night of the Mid-Autumn Festival. The senior person in the household will cut the mooncakes into pieces equal to the family members and distribute them, signifying family reunion. Pumpkin, to bring good health. The tradition of eating pumpkin during the festival is followed by people living south of the Yangtze River. Eating pumpkin on the Mid-Autumn Festival night is believed to bring people good health. An interesting legend goes that a very poor family, a couple with their daughter, lived at the foot of the South Mountain. The old couple were very sick due to lack of food and clothing. One day, the daughter found an oval-shaped melon when she was working in the fields on the South Mountain. She brought the melon home and served to her dying parents. Surprisingly, the parents recovered very well after having the melon. And since the melon was found from the South Mountain, it was named the South Melon, which is a Chinese name for pumpkins. Pears and watermelons are very popular fruits to have during the Mid-Autumn Festival. Watermelon signifies fertility for being full of seeds, and its round shape is a symbol of family reunion. In Shanxi province, watermelon is cut into the shape of a lotus, which is a symbol of good fortune during the festival. Other popular foods during the Mid-Autumn Festival are crab, river snail, duck, taro, lotus root, and osmanthus. Each one of these symbolizes auspicious elements of good luck, health, or fertility.
brightness and the roundness of the full moon symbolizes peace, prosperity, and reunion. In Li Bai's poem, the moonlight reminds him of home. 低头思故乡, which means as he lowers his head, he yearns to be with family. Even though we may not be able to celebrate 中秋节 with families in China or elsewhere in the world, we can still celebrate with our community in the DC area.
The first of our two pieces is a contemporary Chinese dance inspired by Jing Ye Si. The song uses its name as the first line of the poem. It is sung by a well-known Hong Kong artist called Anita Mei Yefang. This 1998 rendition of the poem and the subsequent contemporary choreography reimagines this Tang-era work for a modern audience.
床前明月光，疑是地上霜。举头望明月，低头思故乡。
穹苍千年啊，看尽了人世离散，多少功名似尘啊，是多少总是在寂寞夜里望，你是缘是却是我生命的无常，来饮一首老诗，喝一杯老酒，明夜别笑我痴，别笑我狂。床前明月光，疑是地上霜。举头望
second piece is called Awakening of the Tang Figurine, or in Mandarin, Tang Ying. This dance is also inspired by art from the Tang Dynasty, from figurines of dancers recovered by archaeologists. The Tang Dynasty was considered a golden period of China. In fact, the Chinese term for Chinatown is the street of the Tang people, Tangrenjie. Let's take a look at some of these figurines. In addition to the poses, please note the style of dress, low necklines, high waists, and long narrow sleeves. The fabric, free-flowing and gauzy like silk. The colors, bright and varied. The common colors are orange, red, green, blue, white, and purple. Cream, orange, and green are a commonly seen combination in artifacts from this period. It even got a special name, Tang San Cai, or the Tang tricolored glazed pottery. The hair, long and piled up high on the head. The makeup, elaborate with added dimples and crescent markings on the temples and flower markings on the forehead. Imagine that I am a Tang figurine waking up in modern-day Washington, D.C. Watch me taste a cup of wine and play with a bird. My dance strikes several of the different poses seen in the figurines. Follow me as I get transported to different places around DC. See how many different places you can recognize.
Hey Frank, do you know what food we usually eat during the Mid-Autumn Festival?
Mooncakes.
Correct. Everything we do during the Mid-Autumn Festival revolves around the moon. We've heard of the legend of Chang'e, but what about her animal companion?
I know that story. There's also a rabbit on the moon called the Jade Rabbit.
Correct again. The legend of the Jade Rabbit reaches all the way back to about 2,000 years ago during the Han Dynasty. This legend is called Jade Rabbit Pounding Herb Medicine or Yu Tu Dou Yao.
Wow, this legend has been around for a long time.
Right. It all started when a god in the heavens sent a god down to earth to search for their new helper to make immortal medicine.
Where did the god go?
The god that was sent down to earth went to the woods. He disguised himself as a beggar looking for food. There in the woods, he found 3 animals that showed some sympathy towards him: a fox, rabbit, and monkey. The monkey and fox brought the man food while the rabbit had nothing to contribute. Feeling bad, the rabbit jumped into the fire to sacrifice himself as food for the man.
Wow, the rabbit is very selfless to do that.
The gods are touched by the rabbit's selflessness, so they brought him up to the moon where Chang'e lived. There, he accompanied Chang'e and made immortal medicine.
That is a very touching story.
The traditional Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival, similar to Thanksgiving in the US, is considered a harvest festival, as the farmers have just finished gathering their crops and collecting fruits from the orchards.
Yes, overwhelmed with joy when they have a rich harvest and quite relaxed after the whole year of hard work, they feel it is a time for relaxation and celebration.
It is also a day of reunion with friends and family. The full moon, without any clouds near it on that night, seems fuller and brighter than usual, symbolizing family reunion.
And sitting together under the silver moonlight with mooncakes and fruits, family members and friends will worship the moon, chat, and share the moon offerings.
There is a Chinese idiom, 花好月圆. It means that the flowers are in perfect bloom and the moon is full and bright. Everything is beautiful and perfect, and everyone is happy.
As we are close to conclude the programs today, please enjoy another 2 pieces of traditional Chinese music. We wish everyone a wonderful evening of the autumn full moon, as well as peace and happiness in the future days and nights.
Happy Mid-Autumn Festival!